Yo, what's Gucci? Welcome back to Warrior Nation. This Nico Fleeks. When it comes to these black broads, yeah, 9 times out of 10, I'm not dating you. The dusty, dirty, scallywag black broads, yo, 9 out of 10 of them be dusty, masculine, argumentative, uncooperative, useless, consumers. They gonna consume all the wrong stuff. I'm not bashing black women, but that is the paradigm of 90% of their behavior. You know what I mean? And it gets to the point where it's just I get nauseated by the behavior of most black women. Everything about them be fake. Every single thing about them be a facade, fake, overinflated. Like their hair, they all want to wear the wigs and stuff. Like, let me see what's going on with your real hair. Like, what's going on underneath that little hat of yours? That hat that you never seem to take off. What are you, embarrassed of what's going on underneath that? You know what I mean? The over-exaggerated eyelashes, bruh. You know what I mean? And then, like, most of them don't really have no, like, real character. Most of them are, like, living vicariously through, like, Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B or Nicki Minaj or some other rapper or female celebrity, Kim Kardashian. You know what I mean? None of them are really, truly authentic to their own self. They're all just kind of like followers, you know? They are some of the most masculine type of women I've ever seen in my life. Like, how are you so masculine but also so entitled at the same time? You know what I mean? Like, black women are incredibly ungrateful. Like, some of the most ungrateful people I've ever had to deal with. Let me tell you some of my experiences with black women. They won't even allow you, like, to do anything for them. Everything is, oh, I'm independent. I could do this myself. I could do this. Like, it's like, so you just want to do everything by yourself? Like, you don't want, like, black women don't even know how to accept help. If it's not coming from the government, then it ain't coming from nobody, bro. That's why they be at the bottom of the totem pole, man. It's not the beauty. Black women are incredibly beautiful beings, but they are not, like, I'm talking about African American women in particular. Like, they be some of the most beautiful women on earth, but on the inside, man, it's corroded, bro. Just the ghetto nonsense mentality, just the hyena mentality. You know what I mean? Just, they don't know how to let a man make their life easier. They have the mentality where they want to be independent. They don't know how to let a masculine energy into the life. They don't know how to allow the masculine energy to allow them to be feminine. That's the main problem I have with black women, African American women in particular, in America, or in the Western world for that matter. It's because their femininity is at an all-time low. You can't do nothing with them. A lot of them are literally useless. They don't want to cook for you. They can't cook, can't clean. You know what I mean? They don't know how to follow simple directions, hard-headed. Most of them are hypersexual. You know what I mean? All they want to do is just twerk on TikTok. Like, is that all you do? That's extraordinary. All you do is just twerk on TikTok, don't you? Poor thing. And most of them don't even realize that they need a man until they hit, like, 35. And then they're just, like, scrambling, like I need to find a man quick. Like, my eggs are about to be powderized. You dig? Kind of like baby powder, you know what I mean? Or like when LeBron James smack his 2 hands together with that chalk, it's just like, you know? But yeah, it's incredible how the dynamic switches, like with black women in particular. I think it's because like most of it is not their fault, because the way that most African American women were raised, like they were raised to be like independent, they were raised to not depend on a man, and most of them didn't even have a dad. You know what I mean? So they never had the opportunity to know what a man is like in a household. So most black women only really look at you as a provider because that's what they saw the characteristic of a man to be like through social media, or not social media, but just media in general. They heard that, you know, from the staple family, American dream family dynamic. The man is the provider, you know, and the woman is the homemaker, right? They only have the basic understanding that the man is the provider, but they don't understand the deeper connection to how a man and a woman can make each other's life great through the essence of each other. They don't understand that concept because they never had a father in the home. So they never observed their mom having a stable man, one man who is also the father of all of her kids. They never saw that, right? They never saw what the dynamic of a man and a woman is, a healthy one. So how can they reciprocate that onto me through what they learned, in their early childhood? They cannot do that for me because they never experienced it. You feel what I'm saying? These women, these black women, most of them came from broken homes, and their mothers came from broken homes, and their grandmothers came from broken homes. They came from long lineages of broken homes. So as far as when I date a woman, I look to see what it can grow into. Like, can I trust you with my resources? Can I not build with you, but can I allow you into my life while I build and flourish? And are you someone that is worthy to be in my atmosphere, someone that's worthy to be in my circle as I grow and expand my empire? You dig? And 9 out of 10 of these women is just like, nah, yo, because you are not family oriented. You are not cooperative. You're not feminine. You don't know how to follow simple directions. You want to be seen. It's extraordinary. And I'm not bashing black women, you heard me, but I am just saying, like, I got to put this one out there. I don't like these ghetto, dirty, nasty, trifling, bird brain, cluck head, black broads. I just don't like them. The way my personality exists and the way that I exude myself in this world, it leans more towards people who are having class in their life. It leans more towards people who have class and dignity. And that just does not seem to be African American black women. It just doesn't seem that way because most of them just don't have no dignity. They just don't. I'm not sure why that is. It's extraordinary. I'm not saying that I won't smash them, you know what I'm saying? Because they're good for that, you know? Absolutely. I'll give them the old daddy long leg, you dig? Hit them with this steel pipe. Real talk. But as far as dating them, yeah, I don't know, shorty. I don't know. You're going to have to really be extraordinary. You're going to have to be that 10%. You know what I mean? And there are those out there with some real dignity, real femininity, grew up in a stable household, 2-parent household, knows what it's like to be a woman, embraces her femininity, is not particularly career-oriented, but more so family-oriented. Those are the type of women that I am interested in. You dig what I'm saying? And that is really not the vast majority of these black chicks out here, bruh. They want to be outside slizzard. These black chicks won't be they won't be outside absolutely bonkers. It's insane. It's extraordinary. Yeah. But that is not to say that I lean towards white women or Chinese women or Latino women. Like, I really don't care about the race. What really more so matters is your self-dignity. You dig what I'm saying? Your self-preservation. And I'm speaking on a woman's behalf, okay? I'm speaking for the ladies right now. Ladies, if you have dignity, self-respect, self-preservation, you feel what I'm saying? You are family-oriented, modest, cooperative, lovely, fit. You know, if you remain in that criteria, I don't care if you're black, white, Chinese, Latina, whatever. If you match these characteristics, if that is your personality, I'm all for it. I love that stuff. That is what attracts me to a woman in particular. I don't care if you're black, white, I don't care what your race is. As long as you can exude those characteristics, I love it. You heard me? But let's be real. Most of these black chicks out here, they just ain't it. That's not who they are. Deep down inside, they exude the slave mentality. You know what I mean? Pessimistic, masculine, hardened, chip on their shoulder. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ, it's hard to break a smile out of some of these black chicks these days. I got love for y'all, but y'all got to do better. This Nico Fleeks, the Warrior King. I'm out of here. Oosh.